Yeah. So, our one demand is that, like 30 other VCs across the country, 32, you write a letter unambiguously supporting your staff in their strike action. That's our only demand. Yeah, if you want to start by talking for a few minutes about your perspective on the whole issue.
It was like a betrayal to members of staff who, when they signed up, were anticipating a certain level of pension and retirement, and that isn't going to happen. I mean, it's the same with other pension schemes across the country. There's certainly, ours is one of the last ones to reform. But if you look at what's happened elsewhere, it's always terribly upsetting when it happens. It happens to all of us. I mean, my colleagues are here. We're all in the same pension scheme. To those points.
So say for example, I'm teaching a lecture and I'm on strike that day. So I don't do the lecture because I'm on strike and I don't get paid for it. So then I come back to work the next day and I'm, action short of a strike. And I'm asked to reschedule that lecture, do that lecture even though I've not been paid for it. And then you still want to take another 25% of my wage away.
Wait, so
can I just say?
So you.
We're in the position where we have to do something to protect ourselves in the future.
Why are you smiling?
Well, because it's a case of readjusting what academics do.
If you're not careful, you're going to push some of your staff into poverty. We've actually got members of staff supporting their family, paying for their mortgage, paying for their children.
Why would you smile?
Universities do not condemn that.
Well, because I'm not sure how we can get further forward on the 25%, but I'm not sure if the students here, if that's your primary interest.
But if
Well, it would seem to be, wouldn't it?
There's a student hardship, but you're focusing more on, can't you use other money for the departments? What about, I think a big amount of that money should go to the people who have missed out. Or what we've...
The 14 days of strikes, for our course, home and EU students have lost out nearly £1,000, £966.84. For international students, we have loads on our course. We are international journalism. That's £1,860 that we've lost out. On the website it says, in the first instance, the withheld salaries of striking staff will be used to cover the cost of any immediate contingency actions. We haven't seen any of that. We've had 2 weeks with nothing. The university hasn't done any contingency actions to cover the teaching that we're losing. We are a highly practical course that requires on week-by-week feedback for us to improve our skills, and we've had nothing. So what's happening with this money?
Where a complaint is submitted and where there has been a material impact on our students, we will look to see how we address that, which could be through compensation, but what we want to do is to provide you with the education experience that you signed up to get you through your award.
Teachers in the journalism department, many have come directly out of the BBC or ITV, many could have gone into PR or advertising instead. So it's not only other universities that you're competing for them for, is it? It's for a whole range of other sectors, that's why it's sensible to make sure that their welfare is increasing at the same steady pace as other professions they could choose to go into.
Because if we can't recruit or retain staff because our pay offer is below market, we give a market supplement in order to make sure we can retain staff.
So would it not just be more sensible?
No,
would it not just be more sensible to be using your voice now to obviate the need for that? The need for all that messing around and increasing market compensations and so on. Why don't you just use your influence now to speak out
what we do now.
with the same voice as your lecturers?
It's just purely detrimental to the long-term health of the university, to be honest. I mean, if I was a lecturer, a prestigious lecturer applying for a job here, it would drive me away.
So, thank you for your time and letting us come to your office. And
A pleasure.
But do you see an opportunity to improve the level of communication with the students on a go-forward, though? Because I hate to have to doorstop you again.
No. You're right.
Did you say you got 300 emails from students?
We've had two emails about the situation with the strike, and it's just been saying, oh, some people have been affected, some more than others. We've been really badly affected.